I don't know, everybody like, well, actually that's not true. I guess I do have one friend. I love it when it's hot. I do not fall under that category. And mama gets ill as a hornet. Speaking of bugs, when I was warm, I'm not so nice. I get mean. I mean, there's something about the heat that just kind of sets it off. Well, leave it to Hunter. Of course, you know they are, again, one of our best brands, our favorite brands, once more pioneers in the industry, over 100 years old. We really do rely on them for moving the air. This, my friends, does not, should not, this should not be happening. Because I'll just tell you right now, whether it's air purification or ACs, these portable ACs for the home, we cannot keep these in stock at the regular price. So what we are doing right here, right now, only as long as supplies last, saved for this show, at a little over $116, we are cooling that air. 652091 comes with the remote, comes with everything that you need. There's basically no installation. As someone who has had to have both plumbers and AC techs in her house in the last 2 weeks alone, Tracy Rosa, the no contact cooling alone pays for it. And listen, everybody in the family is more comfortable, from fur babies to big babies like me. We love you and we love this, my friend.
Well, Shannon, what's it called? You know, when you're hungry and you're angry, you're hangry. What happens when you're hot and you're angry? Are you hot? Something's wrong. Nobody's happy when you're hot and you're angry, you know? And listen, I'm down here in Florida. It is ridiculously hot down here. The humidity is over 100%. It's over 98 degrees. So just walking into the house is just that wonderful relief. But the problem is sometimes when you set the thermostat, that doesn't necessarily mean that every single room in the house is going to be that temperature. I think we all can relate. There are definitely rooms in the house that are hotter. So what do? We run to our thermostat, we pound on the button, we drop the temperature down low, and those hotter rooms stay hot and those cooler rooms get cooler, and it becomes a little bit of frustration. Enter the Hunter portable AC unit, basically a 3-in-1 unit. You've got a dehumidifier, you have a fan, and then you have true portable air. You have those wonderful oscillating fans right there, or lips, that allow you to really move the air throughout the room. And it allows you to kind of pick a room in your home up to 500 square feet, so a really big size room, and cool it down to that perfect temperature. But what I love so much about it is from Hunter, it's updated, it's new, it's a 3-in-1, so you have so many wonderful options with this one. So again, I want to talk about portable AC options, because I think what we're all used to are those metal boxes, right, that you put on the outside of your home. All right? You know that that's not really portable, because once you go through the effort, this one right here, so once you go through the effort of actually putting this in the unit, it takes up the whole window, so you don't have any more usability of the window. You don't have usability of the screen, and they're heavy, they're bulky. It's decent to put it on the first floor. If you have to try and put one of those on the second floor, you know it's an absolute nightmare. A lot of homeowners associations don't even allow you to have that type of air conditioning unit because it doesn't look attractive. Also, it becomes moldy. A lot of the condensation falls down on the backside of the house, so you get mold problems, all of that. With our portable Hunter air conditioner, it comes with casters. So I'm telling you, it is true portability. So literally, I was laughing because we had this in our room the last time that we had this on, my husband and I's room. This is my 13-year-old's room. She moved it in here by herself. So this is how easy it is. It comes with the casters. You can easily wheel it from wheel to wheel. You take that windowsill, you put it in the vent, and then you're good to go. That is literally your installation. You turn it on, and you can get that room to that perfect temperature. So again, you need a window. Absolutely, you need the window, because the way that this is going to work is it's going to pull in all of the hot air. It's going to take all of the moisture in the air and kind of vaporize that. And then it's going to take that vapor, Shannon, that hot air that they're pulling from the moisture in the room, and it's going to send it out your window right here. But the way that this is designed, Shannon, your screen stays in place, your blinds stay in place, everything stays perfectly in place. So no bugs are coming in, no critters are getting in, nothing like that. And from the outside in, you can't even tell that it's here. You can't even tell that it's here, but it's blowing out. It's set at 71 degrees right now, but I'm telling you, it's blowing out air at like 25 degrees.
Well, and you know what's so interesting? Sorry, full disclosure, I'm putting my shoes back on. So, you know, it's live television, lest we forget. Part of the reason I'm doing that, though, I want to scoot out here. Guys, or Charlie, you tell me, I'm pretty sure I can tip this without tipping it over. I'm trying to show you the top of the control panel. What's the easiest way that I can do that? So the fact that I'm doing this, oh gosh, I don't know if I dare tip it up any further. I'm trying, oh, there we go. Thank you, guys. That makes everybody's life easier. Or keep tipping it? Okay. I'm making it a muddled mess, aren't I? But part of what I wanted everybody to see, Tracy, is you are in complete control. There's that digital control panel that you were talking about. Dry, dry, dry. Boy, you nailed it when you were talking about mildew. Even if the temperature in my house, like let's say my thermostat shows, oh yeah, it's only 72. Sometimes it's like that feels like temperature in the great outdoors. It'll feel a lot warmer than that. Oh, Charlie, don't show me. I said, I'm a mess back here, or just a mess. But it'll feel warmer than it actually is because of the humidity in the air. So it's complete control, that's number one. And I love the timer, I love the remote. Frankly, I gotta tell you, Tracy, I like the look of this. I mean, it's-
I do too.
It looks, I don't know, kind of elite in class or upgraded, wouldn't you say?
Well, let's be honest, Shannon. I don't want you to get this home and take it out of the box and be like, oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed to have this in any room in my house. I mean, we don't want that. We don't want to, yes, it has to work. Yes, it has to be a good value. Yes, it has to have multiple options. But listen, you don't want it to be bulky. You don't want it to be ugly. It's going to sit perfectly in the corner, just like this, all right? You can hardly even notice what it is. I was getting it down to I don't even think you can see, 14 degrees. Can you see that right there? What's coming out of the air conditioning unit right here to cool this room down to 71 degrees. Now, how does this work? Well, let's just go over that for a second. So basically, I come over here to the window, I lift it up like so, I place this in the unit. I place the unit in the window, I put the window sill down. As I push this down, it secures everything in place. But then, when I go ahead and slide my blinds down, you can't even tell that I have that air conditioning unit in here. Now, look at how easy it is to move this about the house. So I can move this from Haley's room to Bella's room to my room to the living room. I can move this out to the garage. As long as you have a window, you can have a portable AC unit. Now, what kind of window? You're asking yourself, is it gonna work in my house? Well, here's the deal. If you have anywhere from 24, to 47 inches, you have enough space for this. Now, you can either have 21 to 47 inches going this way or this way. You can flip this on its side and go ahead and put it either vertically or horizontally. It's completely up to you. We have so many people down in Florida that have warehouses that work at HSN. All of them have these in their warehouses to cool things down. But this is different. This is Hunter. It's been around for more than 100 years. You know with Hunter that they move air better than anybody else. And that's why they've added those oscillating vents up top. So it really moves the air from the top of the floor or, top of the ceiling to the bottom from side to side. And I love too that it's not just during these summer months when it's so hot that you use this. There's a fan on here as well. So if you just want a nice cool fan, you have that option. It's a dehumidifier. So it's going to be grabbing all of that moisture out of the air and kind of transferring it into that vapor like and pushing it out, pushing all of the heat out the window. So remember, you do have to have a window for this, but the installation is simple. You take it out of the, and that's what I'm talking about. Vertically, horizontally. That's it. You put that in your window, you put the tube in, you're good to go. You turn it on.
That's crazy. Hey, here's the good news. You're watching and you're shopping now. This clearance price is only to those of us who are, watching this show or as long as supplies last. Hunter, like Tracy said, they're a pioneering company, over 100 years in business. You get that wonderful oscillation, but we kind of buried the lead. I know we had to prioritize our graphics. So we say, well, it is a 500 square foot, but I say that in the famous air quotes because this is a 14,000 BTU.
Yes.
Let me say that again. A 14,000 BTU. Now, I gotta tell you, as someone who goes through air conditioning units like most people go through socks and underwear, I'm not saying that this replaces my central air, but in terms of the BTU on this, I'll give you an example. In my master bedroom, and Tracy, you were talking about that hot bedroom, I actually was going to get like a building permit to have like one of these little baby units put in that back partition area. The unit itself, so before I installed it, was $1,000. Because remember, it was designed for about 500 or 600 square feet, give or take, like a great room. Without installation, it was $1,000, okay? Had to get a special building permit, the whole 9 yards, the whole shebango. That would have lived where I live, whether I live there or not. Now, this can go in your garage. You're getting your square footage back. So I can tell you for a fact, like, I guess ironically enough, in my bedroom, they call it a sunroom, and boy, oh boy, it really is. It is easily 10 degrees warmer in that room than any place else. But I like to cook. Move it to your kitchen.
Absolutely.
Put it in your garage.
And it's so easy to. You can literally keep it in your bedroom at night, and then when you want to make your breakfast in the morning, you can wheel it out to the kitchen. But I'm so glad you brought up this 500 square feet because I don't want us to get wrapped up in that. We're recommending it for a 500 square foot room. That's fantastic. But listen, if your room is a little bigger, that doesn't mean that it's not going to work there. It's just going to take an extra 5 or 10 minutes to get all of the square footage. You know what I mean? If it's a little smaller, it's just going to get colder faster. So if it says 500 square feet, I don't want you to think, oh, well, my room's like 1,000. I have an open floor plan. I got 1,000 square feet. It's not good for us. It is good for you. It's 14,000 BTUs. That basically means that's the most powerful thing that you can actually plug into your wall. That's what the 14,000 BTUs mean. So that means that you're getting the most powerful AC, portable AC unit out there on the marketplace. Also, again, talk about burying the lead, Shannon. Remote control, hello. Let me tell you, there's nothing more frustrating that when I get into bed, I get in that perfect position, I'm underneath that wonderful comforter, I'm snuggling with my husband, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I need it 10 degrees cooler. I'm burning up in here. I don't want to get out of bed. I want to be able to press a button and get it to that perfect temperature. So with the remote control, everything that's on the top of the panel is also on the remote control. You can adjust the mode, so it can be AC, it can be fan. You can turn the timer on. You can do the oscillation. You can dim it down. You can adjust the temperature as well. So you keep this remote control right next to you, right next to the bed, so that whether you're sitting on the couch, whether you're in bed, whether you're in your favorite recliner, you can make this the perfect temperature at any time without having to get up. Now,
and
I know that
Tracy, I'm so sorry. I have to interject for a couple of different reasons. First of all, I guess my next career will be home maintenance because so much stuff goes wrong with my house on a weekly basis. From week to week, I'm a plumber to an electrician to an AC maintenance person. And, I've learned a lot. One thing that I can tell you now, when I say 14,000 BTU, that is as powerful as it gets. I scared my coordination team. They're like, why does she want to unplug it? I wanted to show you the plug because a lot of, first of all, it's not going to take more ampage than you would have or have need of than your regular outlet.
Right.
In fact, we're plugging it into, I guess it'd be considered an industrial extension cord, but I mean, you get my point. So no contact delivery, contact-free delivery, reduced shipping. Again, as someone who has had a parade of handyman repair experts going through my house the last couple of weeks. I mean, they've been lovely, but you know, I've had a lot of, you got to re-sanitize the world. And by the way, when my air did go out a couple of weeks ago, they couldn't get to it right away here in Florida. Tracy, and this is just Florida, you know very well, we've already set record temperatures. They're already saying on the news, it's been hotter in Florida, which is already hot to begin with, than any other season on record. No contact-free delivery, reduced shipping, no special plug, no special gizmo, no special, okay, I can, just like my refrigerator or your washer and dryer, you can only plug it into that one plug.
Nope.
Plug and go. Plug and go.
Plug and go. And look at, the casters are already on. You don't have to do anything with those. All you do is just wheel this to whatever room you want. Again, you go ahead, this hose that's included, all you do is slide it into place and pop it into the window unit. I actually take this entire window unit out and take it to whatever room in the house that I'm using. But listen, Shannon, you've seen us here at HSN. The guests are going live from home. And there are times, you know, I represent wonderful items here. And right before I go on air, I'm like pounding at that thermostat, like trying to get the air down nice and cool because of all the lights and all of this stuff. And then my husband will come in, he'll be in another room. He's like, it's 50 degrees inside this house. And I'm like, well, I just wanted this one area to be cool. And he's like, go get the hunter, please. Stop trying to freeze us out of the house, you know? But again, to be able to take that room in the house, take that area that you know, maybe that, like I said, my daughter had a sleepover in her room the other night. She wanted it a little cooler because there were more people in here. She wheeled this in by herself and installed it. She's 13 years old. But literally, look how easy it is. The casters are already on it when you take it out of the box. It really just comes in a couple pieces. You put that window seal in. It's, you know, between 24 inches to 41 inches. You attach the hose and you turn it on. And that's it. You can plug it into any wall unit, 14,000 BTUs. You have the oscillating fans and vents right there. It's a fan, a dehumidifier, and an AC unit. You get a remote control with it. It's from Hunter, been around for more than 100 years. So it's a brand that you trust, a brand that you know. You know that they know how to do things right. And here's the other thing. If you've ever had these units before, Shannon, a lot of times there's like a water reservoir in here that, you know, when they pull all the moisture out of the air, all of that water goes into a bin in here, and then you have to dump that out, or the machine turns off and lets you know you have to dump it out. There's nothing like that in here. It's the most advanced technology, so all of that moisture turns into that vapor and just blows out the window. That's why you have to have a window unit right here, because you wouldn't want to be blowing that hot air back into the room.
It's so funny,
again,
Tracy, because obviously I feel like I'm a home expert now. I was actually looking for the bin. I really was. So now here's the good news. If you're watching now, you're getting it. We're taking almost $100 off your purchase. I am not casting shade on any other brand, because first of all, I'm like the unofficial or official AC, portable AC girl. I'll just tell you that right now. But even other today's specials that I've had were not 14,000 BTU. They've all had some kind of bin base, and they've all had some kind of something. So we kind of buried the lead.